Welcome to Ohio Airgun Shooter. Today's video, we're going to take a look at these Gamo PBA Raptor pellets. Um, these are 177 caliber, and they are a 5.1 grain lead-free alternative. And again, they're brought to you by Gamo. I picked these up at my local outfitter store. It's a store called Fin Feather Fur, and it originated in a local county, and they have multiple stores here in Ohio now, and they're a pretty good little store. I mean, they have a wide variety of different items for the outdoors. I mean, when you come to air guns, I mean, they have everything from spring powered air guns up to your higher HPAs and everything in between, paintball, airsoft. I mean, all the way up to the real firearms and everything else in between. But anyways, I saw these and I wanted to get some because I don't have any in 177. I have a few left in 22, but I haven't had any in 177 in quite a while, and I've been wanting to test these. But as you can see here, they're fairly expensive. I mean, $13.99, $14 for just 100 of them. I mean, mostly because I guess they're gold plated, and but they do have a 25% more punch. And I also believe it's a 25% increase in velocity. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, PBA Performance Ballistic Alloy enhances penetration velocity by 25%. And then True Gold, 18 karat gold plating, eliminates barrel corrosion and enhances accuracy shot after shot. Yeah, I beg to differ with that. And then lead-free PBA is guaranteed lead-free and environmental friendly, which, that's definitely a good thing, especially when you're shooting indoors or in your backyard. But when these first came out, it's probably been almost close to 20 years now. PBA, they launched a new line of air guns, I believe, and it was all about velocity back then. They actually did a video where they were on a hog hunt, and I don't know if they were using 177 caliber, but I think they had that all the way up to 22 caliber in the PBAs. But anyways, they went on a hog hunt, and there was a lot of controversy in the air gun community about that video, if it was humane, ethical, etc. But anyways, Gamo was really into selling their products on the basis of the higher velocities. Now, the problem you get when you start reaching higher velocities with lighter weight pellets is that they become very unstable. And if you're shooting paper targets, you get what is known as keyholing, which your pellet will start to tumble, and if it hits the target sideways, just the shape of the target or the pellet would resemble a keyhole. But anyways, I just wanted to pick up some of these and try them in a few of my air pistols that I have. I selected 3, a CO2, a brake barrel, and a multi-pump. Now, I do have some of these in 22 caliber, and they do shoot pretty good in my SG22, which is a multi-pump. It's by Daisy. It's a 22 caliber. It has the it's not a true rifled barrel. It's more of like just a twist spiral. But these did shoot pretty good in there. And I did have tried them in brake barrels, and they're just, yeah, they do go faster, but they're very inaccurate. And another problem is that with these being a lighter pellet, with your spring pistons, your magnum spring pistons, is that I believe with the lighter pellets, when that piston starts to compress, there's not enough resistance. So there's more of a piston slam, which is really not good for a spring piston brake barrel. Now, I'm not sure about the gas rams, your gas pistons. but I'm sure it would also cause, you know, a little bit of a slam, being that, you know, with the lighter pellet there's less air cushion or resistance. Anyhow, enough about that. But we're just gonna take these, and I just wanted to test them a little bit with some of the air pistols that I have, and we'll compare them with a couple other pellets that I selected, like Crosswind Premier, which is pretty much a standard, and then I think I got one more lead-free pellet that I tested before in a video, and we'll just kind of compare. I got a few of those left, so if these do fit in the guns that I selected, especially the CO2 version that I've selected, I'm not sure if these will even fit, but we'll test them out and see how they do. We'll take them out, weigh them, and then we'll shoot them. We'll do a velocity testing and probably a little bit of indoor target testing with them. So stay tuned, and I'll be back. Okay, I got my scale out here, and we're going to weigh these in grains, in grams. What's that? Looks like ounce GN grains. And we're going to take a few of these out and weigh them. We'll do 3 of them, and they're going to roll everywhere. They are shiny. No, there it goes. All right, I got 4 out, so we'll weigh these, but they are nice and shiny. Let's get them set up here. I mean, they do have the Diablo, or whatever that word, the Diabolo shape to them, and let's see if we can get a closer look at these. Scale came with these little handy dandy tweezers, which is pretty cool. But if it will zoom, probably need more light. Let's see if we get a little bit more light. Yeah, I mean, you can see here. Maybe get a little lower and zoom in. There you go. Yeah, see? You see the shape of them. So they're pretty much your standard size pellet. But let's weigh a few and see what we can get here. Turn this back on. I have to get rid of this light because it messes with the blue. So let's get some weights here. So these are supposed to be 5.1, so that one's a little bit under. 4.96. So these are the lightest thing I've ever so far come across. That one's a little heavier, 5.2. I could have something in the skirt, but I don't see anything. What's the difference? Huh. I don't know. Maybe it looked a little thicker, the skirt. Sorry about the focus. Yeah, it looks like the skirt's a little thicker on that one, doesn't it? Compared to this one. So maybe, yeah, I mean, look at that. I don't know. That one. Let's see, I'll hold my finger. Come here, you. That's interesting. Let me see. My thumbnail here. Now that one, there's a skirt, and this skirt. I don't know. Maybe a little bit more metal on there. I don't know. Let's weigh this one. 5.1, so that's right where it should be. So you have one under, one over, and then one right at, and it's a little bit over too. No, 5.1, so no, you're right there. So where's the heaviest one again? That's the under. I think this was the one that was over. 5.12. So yeah, 5.1. They're all about right. Yeah, this was the heavier one, 5.2. And just for comparison, I'll weigh these. These are RWS Hobbies. They're lead, and they're claimed at 7 grains. I think these are just under 6 point. So these are just under the 7 grain. A lot of those. And if I use the Crosswind Premiers, these are supposed to be 10.5. So we'll weigh a couple of these real quick and just show you. At least one. 10.5. 10.54. So yeah, these are coming in right where they should be. So tell you what, we'll do the hobbies. We'll shoot some of the Crosswind Premiers, and then we'll try the PBAs again in 3 different guns that I selected. So let me go get those, and I'll be back. Now the only other thing that I have that's lead free were these Crosswind high velocity pellets. Now these were claimed to be 5.4 grain. However, when I weighed them, they were over anywhere from 5.7 to 5.9. So by far these PBA, the Gamo PBA Raptors, are much lighter, and so far these are probably the lightest pellet that I've come across. You know, just off the shelf. I think there's maybe a few others that are lighter out there, but about 5 grain I think about the lowest. But yeah, it's these little the plastic sailboat looking things that have the plastic jacket with the I don't know, I think that's like a zinc little projectile. And I mean, these did bump up the velocity, but they didn't fit in a lot of things. I mean, your multi pumps, my brake barrel, and then they did fit in my Ruger 1022 air rifle, but they wouldn't fit in the Crosswind 1077 because they're too long, and they won't fit in any of your pistols, such as your Walther's CP88, you know, which is that revolver style non-blowback air guns. So yep, but I won't be using these today. I already did a video on these, so I just have a few left, but it's mostly we're going to concentrate on the Gamo PBA Raptors, and then we'll just shoot the heavier 10.5 grain, and then we'll try these the Hobby 7 grains. So pretty much this will be like a control, and then this will be the heavier, and then this will be the lightest. So these should go faster, and then these, and then these. So these are pretty common. They're off the shelf. These are pretty much a standard in the air gun community when shooting 177 caliber air rifles, etc. So and then your hobbies. So these are by RWS. So let's go get the guns, and I'll show you what I'm going to be shooting, and we'll go from there. Now the first air gun that I selected is this 6 Hour P226. This is a blowback. And where's the magazine? There it is. Sitting over here. Then it has this 2-sided magazine. It's plastic, similar to your Beretta PX4. Now this is a dual ammo magazine. It fires pellets, and there's a little magnet in the middle. which you could put steel BBs in there, but you can't shoot the lead, the copper clad lead excite pellets, because they'll just fall out because there's nothing, you know, lead isn't magnetic. So anyways, first of all, I should see if these will even fit in this. So let's take one out and see. That's what I was kind of worried about, if it's too long. No, almost one stuck in the lid. But let's see if these will fit. See, it says BB and pellet, and this is, you load from the back. I'm just curious if these will fit, or will they protrude out the front. It looks like they'll fit. Nice. Cool. Again, this is a blowback. This CO2 powered. This has one of the, zoom out a little bit, your cam style cartridge compartment, which is a very neat design. Wish more companies would use this design that don't have a dropout, full-size dropout magazine. It does have a rifle barrel. It's not the most accurate because it's kind of loose, so when it shoots, the barrel moves. So you just got to really work on your accuracy. Manual safety. All this is all fake. Doesn't have a cutout port. Nice thing about this is, I mean, it is single or double action. I mean, you can rack the slide, and it doesn't lock back after the last shot, but your safety switch is also a decock. So that's pretty cool. But all these other things are just kind of fake and molded. I mean, it does come apart, but you gotta drop out, I think, one of these pins somewhere, and then a piece it will drop out, and you can slide it off. But yeah, this will be the CO2 version that we try. Next, we'll use the Ruger Mark IV. This is a brake barrel, and it's a pretty fun little gun. I've been fiddling with it, trying to, you know, get my accuracy down with it. Just, you know, being a spring piston and everything, you just kind of gotta get your hold right and just kind of learn where it shoots. But it's a fun little gun. This has an automatic safety, so every time you cock it, it engages the safety. Nothing fancy. It doesn't have no magazine. This is all molded. But it does have adjustable sights, a fiber optic sight in the front, and you got windage and elevation in the back. And the third will be, this will probably be the most powerful. This is my 1377. This is also known as the American Classic. This is a multi-pump. You can pump up to 10 times. We'll go ahead and do the full 10 pumps so we can get max velocity. This is a rifle barrel, bolt action, single shot. It does have sights too on the back, windage, and I believe it does have some, I don't know if it has, I don't think it has any elevation, or I mean elevation I think it has, but I don't know if it has windage. Maybe not. And then these I added so I can put a little red dot or something on it. So, oops. But that's the 3 guns we'll try. Using these PBA Raptor pellets. And while I'm thinking of it, let me see here. I want to see. I do have one of these style rotary magazines. I'm just curious if these will fit in here, because I got, this is out of my Beretta 92 FS. This is the oops. So the rotary style revolver type pistol, non-blowback. But I'm just curious if these would even fit in these, or if they would be too long, because not a whole lot goes in these besides your wad cutters. So if these fit, perfect. I might have to give this a try too. What do you think? I mean, 4 guns will make it a longer video, but I think I'll try this. Matter of fact, I'll just probably, because I already tested this, and maybe we'll just see what kind of velocities we can just get with the Raptors out of that. So, yeah, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if these would fit or not, because everything else seemed to protrude at the front, but these seem to be perfect little size. So, as long as you seat them in there, come back here. If I seat them any further, I don't know if the skirts, they seem to fit in really good. So, yeah, I tell you what, we'll try this as well. So, we'll use the SIG. We'll do a blowback, non-blowback with this, our bonus gun for the day. Or we could just save this one for last, since it's the beauty. And then we'll do the blowback SIG, break barrel, Ruger, and then the Crossman multi-pump 1377, which will probably achieve the greater velocities with this. I mean, this is 700 feet per second. So I'm hoping, I mean, we might hit the 800s with this baby, but we'll see. So let me get set up and we'll have some fun. Okay, before we go to the shooting, I just want to show you this loading design. And you just take, we're going to be using the Umux brand 12 gram CO2 cartridge. And just a drop of Craftsman pellet gun oil on the tip. And then just open this up. There's no twisting anything, spinning anything. Drop it in there. And it's pierced. So, pretty good design. I like that. No leaks you can hear, or you can't hear anything, so that's good. So, yep, just open it up, put it in there, close it up, and you're ready to go. That's simple. Alrighty. We'll be back and on to the shooting. Alrighty, I got the magazine all loaded up. I got RWS Hobbies on the bottom. Well, on this, in this magazine, and then I got the PBA, Gamo PBA loaded up in this magazine, which is pretty convenient because test one and then the other. So I'm not gonna bother testing the Craftsman Premieres as well, because you know those videos will end up being like an hour long. So we'll just do the 7-grain RWS and then the PBAs in each one. And I'll do, you know, these, since these are 8-shot rotary magazines, we'll do 8 shots of each. And then with the others, I don't know, maybe we'll limit it to 5 shots, get a string of 5, see how well they do of each. So, because I don't want this video to be too long. So, alrighty, maybe get set up and we'll go to the shooting table. So, to do the velocity testing, I'm going to be using this ballistic precision ballistics chronograph, which I just got off of Amazon. It's just a made in China, low cost chronograph, which so far has been working really good. It does feet per second, meters per second, and I think it has how many rounds per minute you shoot, and I think it also has it will show your joules, but we're just doing feet per second, so we just want to do velocity today. Furnace is going. I'm warming it up to at least 70 degrees Fahrenheit in here for the CO2, but I just kind of got it set up to where I'll be shooting into this box. I got a bunch of stuff in here, including about a 1/4-inch piece of plywood, so nothing should get through. It hasn't yet. And yeah, I got that, and I think a bunch of other stuff, shopping bags, and I think I got some old jeans or something in there as well. But yeah, I haven't had anything penetrate clean through it yet, airgun wise. I got my RWS Model 34, and at the moment that's probably the most powerful thing I got, and it's in 22, and it hasn't even gone through yet, so we're good. So to turn this on, turn it on, and then you wait for that, and then you push. Oh, I missed it. You got to do it just right. While it's in feet per second, hold the mode button, release, and then it flickers, and then you're locked in to feet per second. Otherwise, it will read in meters per second. I think my furnace is about ready to shut off, so that should help. So first, we'll be using the 6 Tower P226 177 caliber blowback, and which shoots pellets and BBs. However, we'll be shooting pellets. We'll do 8 shots, 7 grain RWS hobbies, and then we'll go to the 5.1 grain Gamo PBA Raptor. See what velocities we achieve. I'll be using the same CO2 cartridge since we're just doing one full magazine, 8 rounds each. First shot's lead. I will cock it on the first. You don't have to, but I'll do it on the first shot. If it will let me. Let me see. Because with the safety down, it might not. See, there's a safety. So I'll just have to do it once I got the safety off. Here, I'll just do it now. There we go. First shot. I'm gonna get a little further back to avoid any vapor. .400 feet per second. .387 feet per second. We're going to be getting the CO2 cool down. .376. .351. .352. .334. .323. .326. It must be out. Let me try one more. Let's see. We're out. Next, the PBA. Same CO2. We're going to give it a minute to warm back up, and then we'll try it. Decock. Okay, gun is warmed back up. Furnace is off. Now we're going to try the PBA ammo by Gamo. Ammo by Gamo. 5.1 grain, lead free. And they were weighing in right at the 5.1. There were a few that were under, but we're right at 5 grains. So first shot. Safety off. Rack to slide. Ready to go. Shot number 1, PBA. 422 feet per second. So our first shot, we only went up by 22 feet per second. 412. So that's 2 shots over 400. 402. Wow. 392. So we're dropping now, probably due to CO2 cooldown. I'm trying to take a little pause in between each shot just to let it warm up a bit. And I'm kind of double gripping it to try to keep maybe a little bit more warmth. 386. 378. 375. Back up to 380. Could have been a lighter pellet. I think we're out. Yep, we're out. So definitely higher velocities, 3 over 400, and then the 390, and then it kind of leveled off and just stabilized a bit for the last few. So not supersonic or hypersonic, but definitely a little bit faster with the CO2. Next up, the Ruger Mark IV. Brake barrel, spring piston, air pistol. We'll do 5 shots of the RWS Hobbies. These are 7 grain. And then we'll do 5 shots of the PBA. First shot. Again, safety engages every time you cock. Safety off. First shot. 271. This is definitely a lower powered spring piston air pistol, which makes it good for backyards. Again, there's that automatic safety you always forget about. 282. Shot number 3. 290. Going up a bit. Shot number 4. And last shot. RWS Hobbies. These are lead, 7 grain. $290. Alrighty, let me get some of these PBAs out. 1, 2. Alrighty. Again, this chronograph, for what I paid and what I didn't pay, seems to be doing pretty good. It's powered by just 4 AA batteries. And, so far I'm impressed with it. It definitely works for what I need it for. Alright, first shot, PBA. Now that one went in a lot smoother. It wasn't tight like the RWS Hobby, so we'll see. It's kind of a loose fit. But the first shot, my furnace is about ready to kick back on, so. Alright, first shot, PBA. 298. Second shot. This one went in a little bit tighter. 246. That was weird. Wonder why that was so low. I mean, they're definitely going in a lot looser. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. $3.19. I don't even know what number that is. I'll just finish. I got I got 2 more in the lid here, so we'll just finish up. Yeah, I just put that one in and it went in really loose. $3.21. Yeah, these are just dropping right in. $3.18. So we definitely got an increase in velocity. This is a lower powered spring piston air pistol, so yeah, they're not going in very snug. Last shot. $3.24. So we definitely went over 300s with this one. So it's definitely an increase over the lead. That one that came in at 246, I have no idea what that was about. So let's move on to the next. Crossman 1377 American Classic. We'll do 10 pumps. I'll just drop it down to 3 rounds since I'll be pumping, just to kind of keep the video kind of short. So just bear with me. And my furnace is on, so I hope you can hear me just fine. First, the RWS Hobbies. Now you can either cock this back. I have 1 pump in it already, so let me empty this out. Always store with 1 pump at least. So you can either cock and load and then pump, safety on, manual safety, cross bolt. Make sure the safety's on, then you can pump 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $5.59. Safety on, bolt back, pellet number 2. Make sure I got it the right way. Ten pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $5.64. That time I just pumped it first. Now I'm loading a pellet. This is pellet number 3. This will be the last one. And then we'll switch to PBA. $5.69. So pretty good numbers with this. Pretty powerful little air gun. Now we're gonna go to the PBA. We'll get a couple of these out. Tell you what, we'll do 5 of these just to see what we can get up to. 1, 2, 3, 4. My fingers are getting oily, so these little things are pretty slippery. Get some oils. All right, 5 shots with the PBA. That went in really smooth. Safety on. 10 pumps. 1, 2. Anybody want to guess a number? First shot, PBA. Crossman 1377, 10 pumps. 633. We'll load first, then pump. Safety on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, shot number 2. 640. All right, shot number 3. Yeah, these going very smooth. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Safety off. Shot number 3. 629. That one dropped a bit. Could have been a heavier pellet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next shot. 643.9. Shot number 5. Last shot. That dropped down to 601. So that could have been a heavier pellet as well. So that's the Crossman 1377 with the Hobby RWS Hobby lead 7 grain and the 5.1 grain Gamo PBA lead free. So now, just for fun, we'll try the non-blowback revolver style Beretta 92 FS. This is by Umarex. I have 8 rounds of the PBA, Gamo PBA Raptor ammo. And we're going to see what kind of velocities we get with this. Hopefully they'll index nicely in this. Nothing was protruding out the front, and I do have all skirts in the back, seem to be flush. So let's try 8 rounds of the Gamo PBA Raptor ammo in this, the Beretta 92 FS by Umarex. Safety off. And I'll just shoot in double action. 479.9. That's a fresh CO2, by the way. 477.9. 462.9. 451.1. So we're dropping a bit. Could be due to CO2 cool down. 446. 438. 438. So we seem to have leveled off probably that sweet spot where you start high and then you have that middle sweet spot range, and then when it starts to drop. 435. I think we're empty. So we're out. So I just wanted to try a few in this, since they did fit in the magazine. So there's some velocity for you. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. And I'm not going to do any accuracy testing today, because I'm going to keep this video short. We'll just do that in another video. But we'll wrap this up, and I'll give you my thoughts. I'm not gonna end the video yet. Actually, I'm gonna do 8 more shots using the Beretta F. Yeah, Beretta 92 FS. Um, just I got CO2 left, and I just want to do another 8 shots with the Gamo PBA ammo. Just see where the velocities. It's been sitting for a few minutes, so it's warmed back up. Plus the furnace kicked on, so the temperature is it's at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So I just want to see, you know, what numbers we get. I'm gonna start off with single action and then just go to double action. So 483. Actually, I might just stay double action. Or tell you what. Let me cock the hammer back one more time for single action, and then we'll switch just to double action. So hammer cocked, squeezing trigger. 469. So I have 6 more shots. So it seems to stabilize around the 440s. That's it. We're empty. So yeah, I just wanted to do 8 more shots since I had a full full CO2 cartridge. That way we get 2 full magazines worth of PBA ammo just to see how it performed. Alright, we'll wrap it up now. Alrighty, well, so there you have a little velocity testing with the Gamo brand PBA Raptor pellets, precision ballistic alloy. Again, these are a 5.1 grain non-lead alternative to lead pellets. They're much lighter than your lead pellets. We did have velocities increase, and I mean, they did shoot pretty good in all 3 guns. I was surprised with the rotary magazine style gun that they fit, which they did, and I also had them fit in the Walther CP. Well, it was the Beretta 92 FS, which is similar to the Walther CP88 and some of the other lines of Umarex guns in that family. But we did get increased velocities. Didn't do any accuracy testing. I'll do that in another video. And yeah, I mean, in the Ruger, they went into the loading port. They were very loose going in, and with the 1377 by Crossman, they also went in pretty loosely. I mean, they just went in really smooth with the bolt. So they fit just perfectly in everything that I used today, and we did get increased velocity. So, but yeah, I mean, we'll do some accuracy testing in another video and see how they go. But just something I wanted to try and see what kind of speeds that we can get, since Gamo introduced these with higher velocities in mind. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you.